Let us pray. Lord, we gather today to celebrate the accomplishments of these individuals who have made the decision of selfless service. This comes with a burden of great responsibility that these individuals have not experienced until now. We ask that you will bless their professional career as you have blessed their academic career. We take faith in knowing that you will walk with them through their great accomplishments and also through their every setback. With your guidance, they will continue to overcome, succeed, and lead. We also pray that you bless those already standing the watch in foreign ports and war zones, and bestow strength upon them and their families serving at home. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, family, and friends. Welcome to Texas A&M University. Today we commissioned 22 officers into the Naval Services. Texas A&M Corps Media and AR Photography will be taking photos throughout the entire ceremony, which will be available to see following today's ceremony. Additionally, we encourage you to take your own photos on this special day. We will begin today with presentation of awards, starting with our distinguished naval graduates. To be selected as this distinguished naval graduate, a commissionee must meet 3 of the 4 following criteria and be approved by the commanding officer. Possess an overall grade point average of 3.0 or higher. Possess an overall naval science grade point average of 3.0 or higher. Score 285 or better on the most recent physical fitness assessment. Rank in the top 20% of the student's class for military aptitude. The following individuals are recognized as distinguished naval graduates. Please hold your applause until all the names have been called. Gunnery Sergeant Long. Gunnery Sergeant Herrera. Midshipman Box. Midshipman Flake. Midshipman Hulme. Midshipman Lochner. Midshipman Wilshire. Midshipman Witkowski. Ladies and gentlemen, assembled distinguished graduates. Please be seated. The Doherty Award was established by Mr. W.T. Doherty in memory of his parents, William and Kathleen Doherty. The award is given to a graduating senior who has spent 4 years in the Corps and who has earned a commission in one of the armed forces. The award is valued at $1,500 and consists of a plaque and a check. The winner must be of high moral character, exhibit patriotism for both country and state, and be a faithful Aggie who has earned the trust and admiration of the Corps, the student body at large, and the officers of the campus military establishment. I am pleased to announce this year's winner of the Doherty Award, Midshipman Dallas Flake. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Commanding Officer of Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Unit, Texas A&M University, Colonel Michael D. Riley.
Howdy. All right. Good morning to everybody. It's wonderful to have everybody here this morning on such a outstanding and amazing day. We have graduations and commissionings, and as we look at commissioning these 22 outstanding Aggies into the Navy and Marine Corps, I want to just stop for a second and say thank you so much for being here and sharing this time with us and your Aggies today. It's a wonderful day here in Aggie Land, and a day that's a long time coming for these new officers. I know. I'd like to take just a few minutes, though, to welcome some of our university guests. Joining us today are a few people that I'd like to recognize. First off is Brigadier General Joe Ramirez, United States Army retired, our Vice President of Student Affairs. Thank you very much, sir, for coming today. Hoorah. Additionally, Dr. Ann Reber, our Dean of Student Life. Ma'am, thank you. You always come to these, and really appreciate your support here for our students. Thank you so much. I'd like to specifically call out a couple of other people. Colonels Jerry Smith and A.J. Kostick, former professors in naval science, and here to make sure that I do a good job here today in my part of this. So glad y'all were here today. Colonel Brad Hall, United States Marine Corps retired. Captain Steve Knott, I see running around over here, does a lot of work with our aviation students. United States Navy retired. Commander Chris Mars and Commander Bubba McGill right there, two former executive officers here of our NROTC program, and Commander Peter Siegel from NOAA retired. So thank you very much for coming here today, gentlemen. Additionally, and really most importantly, I'd like to say thank you to the friends and families of these new officers for all you've done to help them along their paths. It's been a long road to get here, no doubt. Your love and support and motivation, your admonishment at times, the example that you've set have all been instrumental in getting these new officers to where they are here today after all of these years. And that's at the starting line. Your hard work is greatly appreciated, but it's not finished. As these officers' careers begin, I can tell you from hard experience that they are going to come to rely on you even more in the future as they navigate through the rough seas that lay before them. For the challenges that await them, the physical, emotional, and ethical, are more complex than those that I inherited on 16 December 1994, 27 years ago when I received my commission. So your perspective, your wisdom, your hard life lessons are going to be a cherished commodity in the days and years ahead. And these new officers confront the leadership challenges, the ethical dilemmas, and the sacrifices associated with being a part of the military life. And you see, these young officers are entering a world beset by challenges. Some of you all know about this very well. From great power competition with Russia and China, to rogue nation states like Iran and North Korea, transnational terrorism, increased cyber threats, and great social change right here at home. In short, this is an incredibly dynamic time, a time that requires its officers to have vision, authenticity, resiliency, and strong moral fiber, and additionally, maturity, adaptability, and focus. Theirs is a great responsibility, not only for their own actions and for themselves, but for the sailors and Marines that they will soon take charge of. I'd like to put this into perspective a little bit if I can, because there's another group of parents that are very proud this week. You see, on Wednesday, December 15th, Navy Recruit Training Group 03 graduated from Navy Recruit Training up in Great Lakes, Illinois. And this very morning, 17 December, Delta Company, 1st Recruit Training Battalion, graduated from boot camp at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego. And Mike Company, 3rd Recruit Training Battalion, graduated boot camp at MCRD Parris Island. That all happened this morning. And you see, this week, as in most weeks, at these graduation ceremonies, brand new Marine Corps privates and brand new Navy seamen join the ranks of America's warrior class. And as they ship off into their careers, their parents put their faith in these new officers. Okay, they put their faith in these officers, you, sitting right up here, to challenge them, to mentor them, to inspire them, to ethically lead their sons and daughters through the many tests and trials that await them throughout their military service. And these new enlisted sailors and Marines, see, they take an oath. It's similar, but it's very different from the one these officers are going to take here in just a few minutes. For their oath is an oath to obey the orders of their officers. And the oath that's going to be taken up here in a few minutes reciprocates, as our new officers are going to vow to well and faithfully discharge the duties of their office. And when you accept your commission, what you're really doing is accepting a mandate from the American people to not only support and defend the Constitution, but to return citizens better back to the society from which they came. And this is a highest duty and calling, I can assure you. So as you enter into America's Warrior class, I'd like to read a quote on the meaning of the commission from the Armed Forces Officer's Guide. It says here, "There's no greater demonstration of the trust of the Republic than in its expression and bestowal of an officer's commission. This trust involves the majesty of the nation's authority in matters involving the life and deaths of its citizens. Accepting an officer's commission in the armed forces is a weighty matter, carrying corresponding burden of practical and moral responsibility, and the officers must live up to this responsibility each and every day that they serve." So for the officers, the 22 new Navy and Marine Corps officers sitting up here, I congratulate you on your hard-earned commissions. I can say, pretty candidly, we're all extremely proud of you. and we are confident that you're going to lead our nation into the great future that we have. So congratulations to you. But enough about me. At this time, I have the great honor of introducing our commissioning officer for today. Rear Admiral Charles W. Rock is a native of upstate New York, but he found his way somehow down here to the Brazos Valley, and he was commissioned in 1987 through the NROTC program right here at Texas A&M University, where he received a Bachelor of Science in Ocean Engineering. Admiral Rock holds a master's degree in National Security Strategy from the National War College. His assignments at sea include service aboard the USS Mahlon Tisdale, the USS Abraham Lincoln, USS Cole, USS Leyte Gulf, executive officer aboard the USS Donald Cook, and commanding officer of the high-speed vessel Swift, HSV-2. Ashore, he served in U.S. European Command, U.S. Joint Forces Command, and Supreme Allied Commander for Transformation, Joint Staff J5. He was Chief of Staff of Naval Installations Command, Commander Fleet Activity Sasebo, Japan, which is close to my heart, having served out there in mainland Japan, Commandant Naval District, Washington, and Admiral Rock assumed command currently at the Navy's Mid-Atlantic region, July 20th, 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our commissioning officer today, Rear Admiral Rock.
Well, good afternoon and howdy. It is great to be back in Aggieland. I also have a couple of acknowledgments here before I get into my brief and, I promise, brief remarks. First and foremost, Colonel Riley, thank you. Thank you for the honor of presiding over today's commissioning ceremony. I'm absolutely grateful for this opportunity. General Ramirez, Joe, great to see you, my friend. No one has made a more profound and enduring impact on the Corps of Cadets than you, and I'm always humbled when I think of your legacy, so thank you for being here. Dr. Reber and the incredible veteran university administrators that are here, thank you for your part in making A&M a world-class university and for your continued support of our future military leaders. Your collective leadership has made the difference. And also to the family and friends that are here, thank you. Families are the backbone of our military, and there is no doubt that family readiness is directly linked to military readiness. So thank you for your love and enduring support. Last, to the future of our Navy and Marine Corps team, the 22 of you who will soon be commissioned, this is the second best thing that has happened to A&M this year. The first is when our Fighting Texas Aggies beat up on Alabama. Honestly, I pinch myself thinking about being up here with you all, because I was there 34 years ago. I see the same pride, the same eagerness on all of your faces. And I think in my case, I was also pretty hungover from shutting down the Dixie Chicken the night before. Of course, I'd never accuse any of you of doing the same. Soon you will head out to the fleet to lead sailors and Marines during a pivotal time in our world. I know you understand the seriousness of our profession and the tasks which you will face. And as Colonel Riley stated, with threats from China and Russia and Iran, our future wars will be much more complex than we've ever faced before. They'll not only be fought on the battlefield and on the high seas, but they'll be fought from space, in cyberspace. They'll be accelerated by artificial intelligence-enabled data processing with an integrated manned and unmanned weapons and sensor systems. The future of that warfare is now, and you are all a critical part of it. My challenge today is to leave you with a few meaningful words, but I also realize that I don't have a clue who was at my commissioning ceremony or what they said. I blame that on the chicken. But I promise I'll be brief, and I've got 4 points for you to consider. And the first one is commitment. Of course, it's about commitment to our Navy and Marine Corps team. It's, of course, about commitment to your sailors and Marines. It's about commitment to yourself and to others. But above all, please remember that you are committed to the Constitution and the nation whose course it directs, above all else. This is an enduring commitment that is fundamental to the foundation of our nation. It transcends race, religion, gender, politics, and in raising your right hand here in a few minutes, you will each affirm your allegiance to the Constitution. I have a favor to ask of all of you, and that is to take a few minutes over the holidays and review the Constitution. Just Google it. And always keep the ideals of that more perfect union in mind as you serve our nation and its people. The second is to lead well. There is no doubt that A&M has prepared you to do so. Go forward and do it. But be confident yet humble. Be firm yet compassionate. Don't be a jerk. And listen to your chief and gunnery sergeant. You'll have an incredible opportunity to be a positive influence on sailors and Marines and their families that you lead. The day sailors and Marines stop bringing their problems to you is the day you have stopped leading them. And in that case, they've either lost confidence that you can help or concluded that you don't care. In either case, that is a failure of leadership. You must remain dedicated to your people, just like you are dedicated to the mission. So whether you're a future SWO or pilot or submariner or Marine Expeditionary Ground Reconnaissance Officer, know that you are all ready, so lead well. The third is know that you are joining the most capable fighting force that the world has ever known. We have the best people, the best training, the best equipment. We are the most ready. And we have integrated forces that are always postured for rapid response. We're forward deployed around the globe, 24/7, 365 as the nation's 911 force. You are joining the best. Go forward with confidence that you're on a winning team. And the last bit of advice is never forget your roots. In and out of uniform, your A&M brothers and sisters will be a source of strength. You are now part of a tremendous legacy of this amazing university, just like Dalton DeMartini's grandfather, Jack, class of '59, who is here with us today. Years may go by without crossing paths, but the bond that you share, the common values of honor, courage, integrity, discipline, and selfless service will bond you, have bonded you for a lifetime. So lean on each other. Thank you again for the honor of being part of this special day. Gig 'em and congratulations. I'll now ask for everyone to stand for the oath of office. Commissionees, please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Ensigns,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support and defend the Constitution of the United States
to support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and apologize, and that I take this obligation freely,
and that I take this obligation freely
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
At this time, I'd like to ask all family and friends partaking in the pinning ceremony to please make your way over to Sergeant Hill, located on the right side of the auditorium. The officers sitting in front of you today each earned their commission through the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps or the Platoon Leaders class. We will now recognize the officers individually in the traditional pinning ceremony where they will be presented their rank insignia. Please feel free to take photos of your officer during this part of the ceremony. The first group of officers to be presented their rank insignia commissioned as Ensigns in the United States Navy. Alexander Borland, rank to be awarded by his mother Kimberly and father Jeremy. Alexander is from Leander, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Distribution and will report to the USS Princeton, homeported in San Diego, California. Cameron Box, rank and commission to be awarded by his stepmother Alice and father Stephen. Cameron is from San Antonio, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Distribution and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. David Campbell, rank and commission to be awarded by his mother Laura and his father Mark. David is from Woodinville, Washington, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, Ensign Borland, Ensign Box, and Ensign Campbell. The next group of officers to be presented their rank insignia commissioned as Ensigns in the United States Navy. Turi Carlson, rank and commission to be awarded by his mother Jennifer and father Eric. Turi is from San Antonio, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Geophysics and a minor in Oceanography, and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Dalton D. Martini, rank and commission to be awarded by his grandmother Joanne and grandfather Jack, Texas A&M class of 1959. Dalton is from Vacaville, California, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2019. He graduates with a Bachelor of Arts in Communications and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Dallas Flake, rank and commission to be awarded by his mother Paula and his fiancée Hannah. Dallas is from Ackerman, Mississippi, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Electronic Systems Engineering Technology and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, Ensign Carlson, Ensign D. Martini, and Ensign Flake. The next group of officers to be presented their rank insignia, commissioned as ensigns in the United States Navy.
Forward, march. Left, face.
Victor Halmy, rank and commission to be awarded by his mother Angela and father Attila. Victor is from Cleveland, Ohio, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Arts in Biology and will report to Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Paul Lochner, rank and commission to be awarded by his father Jason and brother Liam. Paul is from Houston, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Electronic Systems Engineering Technology and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Brianna Robon, rank and commission to be awarded by her mother, Commander Tracy Keenan, United States Navy, retired, and father, Captain Willie Robon, United States Navy, retired. Brianna is from Woodbridge, Virginia, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. She graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Distribution and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, Ensign Halmy, Ensign Lochner, and Ensign Robon. The next group of officers to be presented their rank insignia, commissioned as ensigns in the United States Navy. Devin White, rank and commission to be awarded by his mother, Mara, and his father, Captain Dennis White, United States Navy, retired. Devin is from Charleston, South Carolina, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Material Science and Engineering and will report to Nuclear Power School in Charleston, South Carolina. Reese Wilshire, rank and commission to be awarded by his wife, Nicole Wilshire. Reese is from Kingwood, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Manufacturing Mechanical Engineering Technology and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Justin Wikowski, rank and commission to be awarded by his mother, Tui. Justin is from Saxe, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering and will report to Aviation Pre-Flight Indoctrination in Pensacola, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, Ensign White, Ensign Wilshire, and Ensign Wikowski.
The next group of officers to be presented their rank insignia commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Marine Corps through the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps. Christopher Herrera, rank to be awarded by his father-in-law Thomas, his wife Daniela, and his sons Tyler and Liam. Matthew Long, rank to be awarded as you were. Christopher is from New York, and entered Texas A&M University in the summer of 2019. Christopher graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture Leadership Studies and a minor in German and in Military Studies. He'll report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Matthew Long, rank to be awarded by his mother, Barbara, his wife, Nina, and his sons, Mason and Max. Matthew is from Hollywood, Florida, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2019. Matthew graduates with a Bachelor of Arts in International Studies and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Bradley Reed, rank to be awarded by his mother, Jody, and his father, Philip. Bradley is from Burleson, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. Bradley graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Herrera, Second Lieutenant Long, and Second Lieutenant Reed.
The next group of officers to be presented their rank insignia, commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Marine Corps through the platoon leaders class. Samuel Armstrong, rank to be awarded by his mother Diana and his father Scott. Samuel is from Milliken, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2018. Samuel graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Economics and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Nathan Browning, rank to be awarded by his mother Julie and his father Ray. Nathan is from Clyde, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. Nathan graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Technology Management and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Armstrong and Second Lieutenant Browning. The next group of officers to be presented their rank insignia, commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Marine Corps through the platoon leaders class. Joshua Franklin, rank to be awarded by his mother Kelly and his father Malcolm. Joshua is from Round Rock, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2018. Joshua graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Gabrielle Jacobo, rank to be awarded by her mother Rachel and her father Thomas. Gabrielle is from San Antonio, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. Gabrielle graduates with a Bachelor of Science in University Studies, Architecture, and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Zachary Jenkins, rank to be awarded by his mother Michelle and his stepfather Sean. Zachary is from Shepherd, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. Zachary graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Construction Science and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Franklin, Second Lieutenant Jacobo, and Second Lieutenant Jenkins. The final group of officers to be presented their rank insignia, commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Marine Corps through the platoon leaders class. Harrison Mace, rank to be awarded by his mother Jessica Mace and his sister, Second Lieutenant Jacqueline Mace. Harrison is from West Cliff, Colorado, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. He graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Michael Monk, ranked to be awarded by his mother Jessica and his father Jeff. Michael is from Kingwood, Texas, and entered Texas A&M University in the fall of 2017. Michael graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Distribution and will report to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, Second Lieutenant Mace and Second Lieutenant Monk. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Colonel Riley, the NROTC staff, and the officer selection team, I take great pleasure in presenting the Texas A&M University Navy and Marine Corps commissioning class of December 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Before we conclude today's ceremony, I would like to take a moment and explain the history and significance of the traditional first salute. The first salute is a military tradition that dates back to the Revolutionary War. After the war, the officer would have an officer's guide and a non-commissioned officer, or NCO mentor. The government paid the NCO mentor a stipend of $1 a month for this extra duty. Some years later, the government removed the stipend given to the NCO and instead paid it to the newly appointed officer. He was expected to hand over the stipend to the NCO every month, but could withhold it if he felt the NCO failed to perform his duties as his mentor. The allowance was later removed from the officer's pay, and NCOs in general were charged with mentoring peers, superiors, and subordinates as part of their regular duties. While some formal officer training now occurs prior to commissioning, the Silver Dollar Salute is a tradition that honors the non-commissioned officers that have influenced and prepared the newly appointed officer to lead the future of our naval services. It is the symbolic passing of the torch that the non-commissioned officer in which they transition from mentor to subordinate in recognizing the newly commissioned officer's achieved competence. Following today's ceremony, your commissioned officer will conduct their first salute at a time and location of their choosing. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing and singing of Anchors Aweigh and the Marines Hymn. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the December 2021 Texas A&M Naval ROTC commissioning ceremony. Immediately following this ceremony, the commissionees will take a group picture on the stage and then join our active duty staff on the walk to Reed Arena for the Texas A&M Joint Commissioning Ceremony, which begins at 1400. You are more than welcome to join our staff and the new commissionees for our brisk walk to Reed Arena, or you may travel separately at your own pace. Thank you for attending. Semper Fortis, Semper Fidelis, and Gig 'em.